What do you think?
Yep.
What'd you tell me?
I don't know.
Why aren't you hunting? Go get dinner.
Yeah. You gotta put your fancy clothes on because I can still see you.
Noted. Words of wisdom from a 12-year-old. Dad, why aren't you hunting? I don't know. Go get dinner. Okay. How many deer did we see? 100. Well, I think I found a spot I'm going to go check out. Back in here a ways. Big old gravel road comes off the hardball. Comes back in here a ways, and I'm kind of in the middle of a pretty large area. So I'm going to walk back in here. Looking on my Onyx and on my map, looks like there might be a food plot type opening down here. And I know because I hunted it from the other side, way over this way during turkey season, and I walked kind of down into this way. But down the bottom of this big area here that I'm going to hunt, there's a big stream bed that runs out to this reservoir. I know there's a beaver dam down there, and active. Well, it was in the spring. There was a beaver in there, actively working an area. So check down there. I know there's some good water and there's some good hardwood here too. But the other thing, I while I'm here, take a look and see if there's scouts for some ducks or something too. So because I got ducks will be opening here in about 3 weeks. There's a 3-day October season, but I wasn't able to get out for it, so I'm kind of waiting until later in the season to get out for that. Chris is out duck hunting right now in California. Today was the opening day for out there. So he's hunting that. Him and his wife. They're hunting the refuge out there, and she said there was a couple hundred trucks there this morning when he showed up, but he was able to get in on the second round of the blinds. So it's about 10 o'clock out there. Well, almost 11 o'clock, but he was getting set up about 10 o'clock. And so typically out there, from what he has said from his experiences, I mean, it's a refuge in the middle of Southern California, so there's not a lot of water, and it hasn't been a lot of rain this year out there, obviously, so birds are pretty active there, and there's a lot of people on opening day, so birds are moving pretty much all day long. So hopefully he's shooting right now, him and his wife. A real good friend of ours that we used to work with in the Marine Corps. He's back in Indiana, and he got out and went back to Indiana. Today was opening day for him out there, and we had got him into duck hunting when we worked together. So, and he's been die-hard duck hunter ever since. It's pretty cool. Goes to show you get people out, and expose them, and get a guy like this now is a lifelong duck hunter. But he's out with some friends this morning, and they got a whole bunch of birds, some geese, and some ducks. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna get my gear. I'm gonna head down this trail and start scouting around, see what I can see. It's almost 2 o'clock. I got plenty of time, and see if maybe we can find some sign and set up, and maybe something will walk by. We're gonna find out, though, aren't we? Well, hiked back in here a ways. Found that big open area. It's a huge field. A couple box stands that have been set up, and a ladder stand, fairly new muddy ladder stand. I mean, nobody here, nobody on the food plot, but I'm not sure if you can use those, if those are public box blinds. I mean, I imagine they are. I mean, I didn't see any signs on them. Of course, I didn't really investigate them real hard. I may walk back out there, take a look, drop my stand, and a spot that I'm pretty sure I'm going to sit tonight. Because I've backed in away from the food plot, and it's a big one. But there's a trail and a couple other trails back in here, like old Jeep trails, that on the backside of this food plot, and it's a big oak flat here, and yeah, a lot of acorns dropping, a lot of fresh acorns on the ground. I found a couple of scrapes off the side of this trail when I was walking in to this spot. So that's pretty good. And the wind's going back towards the food plot, which is what I want, because I want to see if I can catch the deer coming up out of the bottom back here from bedding. Because I know the water's down there, and there's some bedding cover up down there. And coming out this way to start feeding for the night. So in the wind, so I got a good wind for that. And it looks like they're probably using these old trails here. I can see I'm staring at a rub. I'm gonna go check it out. But there are some scrapes here. There's a lot of good acorns. Problem is, there's a lot of acorns everywhere. But I'm gonna go take a little walk around this little area right here and take a look. But it looks pretty decent. Oh, I made it up in the tree. Walked around a little bit out here in front of me. A lot of good browsing here. A lot of acorns on the ground. They're still falling. Leaves are starting to come down pretty good too. Just started to. This week the leaves really started to change. So I'm starting to see a lot of leaves fall. It's pretty dry out, so the leaves are pretty crispy. Trying to be quiet walking through these woods, but it's pretty tough to do with the leaves the way they are. But like I said, I got this road here, and it comes in from the field, and comes across here. But there's a couple scrapes, and found an old rub and a pretty newish rub along here. So what I'm hoping is that, because in front of me is like this, it kind of goes down into a stream bed that flows down to the reservoir, and I know there's some good bedding cover down in there too. But this is like the only really big field around. It's a nice big field, lots of good grass. So I imagine they're coming in there feeding. So my hope is, if I'm playing this right, like get them coming in from up the bottom here, using this old Jeep trail here to come in over my right shoulder back into that field. We'll see, maybe not, but there is some sign they've been in here. Yeah, it's supposed to be a storm rolling in tonight, tomorrow, so I'm hoping maybe that'll put some pressure on them to get up and come feed this evening. The only thing I don't like is it's hot. This whole week has been so hot. It's been shorts and t-shirt weather again. We went from jeans and flannels to shorts and t-shirts. Global warming. But I kind of wish I'd worn a short sleeve shirt. I've got my leafy jacket on, so I wish I just worn a short sleeve underneath, and then throwing this on over top. But it's pretty warm. It's pushing 80 this afternoon. Shorts dropped down a little bit, but I worked up a pretty good sweat getting in here. But, yeah. Well, I'll stay here for a few hours and see what happens. Chris is getting his butt kicked out there duck hunting. I've seen a few birds, but they're not in range, so he hasn't even fired a single shot, he said. I guess he's been out there a couple hours now. But it's midday right now out there, so that's not too surprising. but maybe people start getting up and moving, and that'll push the birds. We'll see. Hopefully he gets a few shots off. Kind of a rough opening day, but the problem is out there at that refuge. I mean, there's not a lot of areas out there to duck hunt, because it's all refuge and whatnot. But you got to put in for the drawing, and it's a lottery system every day. So that's why everybody shows up and waits for their number to be called. And he was on a refill. He didn't get a first draw. So he had to wait for a refill, so it was like 10 o'clock before he was even able to get set up out there. That's the way it goes, But hopefully, he can get some birds moving, and I think he's going to be back out there tomorrow. I'm not sure, because he can hunt out there, unlike here in Virginia where you can't hunt Sundays. Can't hunt in Pennsylvania on Sundays either, so I can't even bother going up there. Here, I'm going to sit here and stare at the woods. See if something comes walking by here tonight. Let's hope. Need to get some activity. I need to get some meat in the freezer. Yeah, I just wish I had more time to put, some more time to put into scouting areas and doing. Unfortunately, I just don't have the time to do what I would like to do. But that's the way it goes. I'll check in on you later. Well, that's a wrap for today. Whole lot of nothing. Saw some squirrels, and that is it. So, yeah. It's hot. I mean, even now it's what? Well, after 7, and it's still 64 degrees out. It's supposed to be dropping down this week, highs in the low 60s all week. So we'll see how this weather goes. Moon's getting brighter though. It's a half moon tonight, roughly. So we'll see how this goes. But I'm frustrated. It's been pretty warm. We'll see. Maybe I can get out one night this week, or maybe Saturday morning. We gotta get together. We gotta go to on what we're doing on Saturday night. So I won't be able to get out Saturday night. But get out Saturday morning. Head out and see if we can get it done. I need to get to my dad's place. He's got deer running around all over the place up there. I just need to get some meat in the freezer. That's really the bottom line. I mean, I like to, get something on video, get a deer on the ground, get some good content for you guys other than just me sitting here talking. But, I mean, for me, really, it's more important just to put meat in the freezer, but I do want to be able to get some good content for you all. So, we'll see how. Something will come by eventually. You can't get it done sitting on the couch, so I'm just gonna keep getting out here and grinding it out. That's about all I can do. So appreciate you guys following along. Give us a like, leave us a comment, hit that subscribe button, tell all your friends, join us on this adventure. So we got a lot more content coming. Chris is just getting started with the duck hunting out there. Got duck hunting coming up here in a couple weeks or so. I think it's 3 weeks, and a lot more deer season left. And we're starting to put some initial plans together for a late season over-the-counter archery deer hunt in Arizona. So we'll see if we can put that together. But anyway, thanks again. We'll see you guys on the next one.